Hello friends, welcome back for another pregnancy update. I've missed you guys. It feels like it's been a little bit, even though it's only a couple days past when I normally would film. If you are new around here, my name is Sandy-Kaye. I make motherhood content here on YouTube on my channel and just trying to help other moms out as I'm figuring it out with my almost 3-year-old. Literally next month he's gonna be 3. It's so crazy. And I also have a 1-year-old daughter. Let's start off with baby. This week, baby is as big as a bunch of Swiss chard. Baby is measuring in at about 18 inches long and 5.25 pounds, which just keeps blowing my mind. I can't believe how big baby is getting, and at this point, it is just a continuation of all their growth is going towards fat. They are just going to keep bulking up until they are born. There's also now less room in the uterus as they continue to grow, so now instead of those punches and kicks, you will be feeling more wiggles and rolls. At this point, most babies are facing head down. And on that note, let's dive into what went on at my prenatal appointment. So I just had my appointment here on Thursday at my midwife's house, and everything looked good and healthy. My fundal height was 33. She said like if she were stretching it, so maybe closer to 32, but it could have been due to baby's positioning because she was filling a head up in my ribs, and when I can usually like go down and wobble the baby's head in my pelvis, which is just crazy. It's not quite all the way in my pelvis, but just like around my belly button area. And yeah, so I was a little freaked for a minute. No one wants to hear that word breech. And at 35 weeks, she was like, yeah, usually like less than 10% of women at this point like don't have their babies facing head down. And so she did have me do a follow-up ultrasound that day, and thankfully baby's head was down, but I am almost positive like my midwife felt for like 10 minutes, was just like feeling to really know, and I really trust my midwife, and also I couldn't feel the head down on my pelvis. I think my little girl was just giving us a little tease and flipping around and then flip back for the ultrasound. And then that night I went for a walk to really settle the baby down in my pelvis for hopefully for her to stay for delivery. I will mention for weight gain, I gained about 9 to 10 pounds total now, which is a like 5-pound increase I think from last time, or maybe 6 or 7 pounds from the last time I told you guys, which was that 3 pounds weight gain, which I don't even remember when that was, but it feels like it was 2 months ago or something. So it is good that I am gaining some weight. Let's dive into my symptoms. I was feeling a slight headache, and pretty sure I wasn't dehydrated, so I think it was just going to bed later. Friday and Saturday night are the 2 nights I had that headache, and just staying up later than normal, I'm assuming. I did also have some heartburn, just slight heartburn, 2 days in a row. I did have a bloody nose twice this week as everything seems so dry. I had like literally a cut on my hand just from being dry. It's now healing, but it was like a pretty, like a 1/4 inch, I feel like, maybe an 1/8 inch, like a pretty deep, wide cut just from being dry. I'm like, oh my heck. So I've been having to moisturize and put a band-aid on that. I just burped like 3 times in a row, so I'm gonna add a burping to the list. And then also inflammation in my gums. They were feeling like really swollen, like in the back of my gums, and I noticed it started to bleed while I was brushing. It has been getting harder to now hold my other 2 kids. I mean, I don't usually hold them both at the same time, but even holding my 1-year-old daughter, it is just getting so much harder. I find myself getting out of breath and only being able to hold her for a minute or 2 before I need to sit down. Lastly, I've been noticing I feel more tired and weak and sometimes even nauseous when I'm not eating regularly. Like we drove from my in-laws straight to our church, which was like, 2-hour drive, and then sitting in church for 2 hours and just going, that 4 hours without food. I was like, oh my gosh, I am so hungry. Started to feel nauseous And usually, like, if I just drink a little bit, and even if I have like some mint gum, that will help me to get to my next meal if I can't get to it right away. And then just feeling so thirsty this week, just really wanting so much water, which I'm thankful for because I know my body needs it to stay really hydrated with all the work it's doing. Let's talk emotionally how I'm doing this week. I have been feeling quite anxious, to be honest. I'm just constantly thinking about all the things I need to do. I felt like an hour of the drive coming back from my in-laws, I was just going through my to-do list of things to do and things to add to my birth bag and all that kind of stuff. It just feels like there's always something to do and I can never get enough done. I'm constantly going between wanting to get every single thing done and like my postpartum rack and all that stuff, but then also not wanting my kids to get into all of it, because even my labor snacks that I just packed by my hospital bag, I was like so careful to hide it from my toddler, and then I accidentally like left it out at one moment in the day when I was just gonna put it with my birth bag, and he like got into my jelly beans because I have a few like candy. I don't know, sometimes it was like my last birth I brought like some dried Skittles, which I need to buy more of those because for whatever reason that just really hit the spot, and some candy. So I brought just some Sour Patch Kids and jelly beans and suckers and a few things that I could have during labor for a pick-me-up or right after having a baby. But yeah, I'm thinking I will just dive into the preparation while my kids are napping today of the postpartum little basket that will go in the bathroom, and like just putting towels and Chuck's pads and things in case of more emergency in our trunk, just in case we do have a car baby, because it is a little bit of a drive for us. I was really excited because I found a mini freezer on Facebook Market, and my mom is going to be picking it up for me tomorrow, and really looking forward to her coming to visit in 2 weeks just to see her, but also because she's bringing all my little Facebook Market finds that I've been getting, all the diapers and a baby bath that I had found, some postpartum stuff for me, and just all that good stuff. It's also bringing some plastic drawers and dressers, so that will be nice to be able to organize a little more. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, there's so much to organize, and I clean out the fridge and freezer and the pantry and just get everything super nice and organized and easy snacks and pantry staples for us to eat in the postpartum period. How am I preparing for labor, birth, postpartum, all that good stuff? I have been doing at least once a week some prenatal yoga or stretching to prepare for labor. I've also been drinking my red raspberry leaf tea, at least 1 cup a day so far, and I'll probably up that to 2 cups soon. Am walking and running often. I've not been biking since 33 weeks, and I'm probably done with that. And a big thing at nighttime before bed each night, I've been visualizing my positive birth, just like going through the scenario of where I'm at, you know, with my midwife and her assistants, and just trying to imagine the process and like saying, yes, I want to open, like just getting in the headspace and saying words that I want to be saying in labor and birth, and then also doing my de-stressor breath, which is 5 breaths in, 6 breaths, or 5-second breath in, 6-second breath out, and just really relaxing from head to toes, just slowly going through each body part that I can, especially focusing on relaxing the jaw and the cheeks, as that is directly correlated to your cervix being relaxed. This moment this week, just being with family, it was so fun meeting my newest little niece. She's just about 2 weeks old, and she's so tiny and precious. I just cannot believe how tiny little newborns are, and it just made me that much more excited to meet the little baby girl in my belly, getting so curious to what she looks like. And there was just also fun things going on that weekend since it was homecoming for high school, so they had a huge bonfire that I took my son to, and he had so much fun. There was also a little parade, so my son was able to get a big bag of candy, which we'll likely be handing out at Halloween. And then I was so stoked to find 3 different yard sales. One of them wasn't great, but the other 2 were great, because what is better than getting free stuff? There was literally like some bins at one where there was like free stuff. I got some glass tubware and like a cutting board and stuff that were just all free. And then also there was one yard sale that I was at, and she's like, I gotta go show a house right now, so whatever you want, just take for free. I'm like, are you serious? I got a metal bathroom rack to go behind my toilet just to organize that a little better, so that felt nice. And then I got 3 little things for me for postpartum, just a comfy sweater, some sweats, and a little black dress. And that just gives me something to look forward to for that postpartum period. So that was so awesome. What am I excited about? I am just excited for the next things coming in our life. It feels like some big things with having a new little baby, meeting our coming to our family soon, and also we just listed our car for sale, and so I'm excited to hopefully sell that soon and get a bigger one for our family. Let's end off with a bump update, and then we'll let you get on your way. Here is my 35-week belly from the side, front, Thank you so much for joining me for another video. We will catch you in the next one. Bye.